Page 28, offbeat changes at the top of the page. Talking about changing the rhythm around, syncopation and various things. This is the one you're supposed to sight read. So go ahead and try and sight read through it before you watch this video or anything. Just see what you can do with it on your own. And then after you've done that, let's see about learning it a little better. 4/4 time with 1 sharp. So it's G major or E minor. Which is it? Well, if you look at the last measure, it kind of sounds like it's in G major. I'll go with that. Right hand first. You're starting out here in this position. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As long as you count this out, you can even think just straight eighth notes. 1 and 2 and just follow it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and that's tied. You hold it down for the rest of the measure. Next measure, come up 1. 1 and 2 and. See, really you're here, you just went up to this position. 3 and 4 and then 4th finger down. 3/4 time. The pulse remains the same. The quarter notes remain the same. So all you're doing is counting the 3 instead of 4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then back to 4/4 time for the second line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then thumb on that last one. Don't forget this F sharp. Next measure, beat 3 when the right hand plays down here. Watch the fingering. 4th finger, because we got a D coming up. Like so. Left hand, it's got its own here. Quarter notes, not too bad, I hope. Rest, come down. Rest. Then come up. 4th finger on that one for the second line. Cross over. You could, second finger's fine. And then for the eighth notes, I recommend a 4th finger on the C. That's a chord. That's what I'm doing. And then here. And it's up to you. You gotta rest. You come down here. Put the hands together slowly. Helps a little bit that the left hand is playing on the beat, so it can. If you look at the music vertically up and down, you can see how the 2 staves and the notes line up, so which notes play together. So you know which note in the right hand plays with a note in the left, and when the notes are in between, that helps to keep it straight for some people. There in the 3rd measure, make sure you play the rest of the left hand. Lift up when you play the C. Articulation, get to know the piece and you'll feel slurs occasionally. You have to feel them. There's accents on the 3/4 measures here. The last measure, the first line. Play those out a little more and separate them just a little bit. And then the last measure, the second line, accents on those 2. Play them a little louder and separate them. Dynamic wise, it's sort of medium loud. That's the right hand. Last measure of each line, it's loud with accents. I don't know why they need accents. They just want you to separate. You don't have to separate the notes just because they're accents, but it's one of the interpretive things with accents. You experiment with it. Second line, you're starting out moderately soft. That's the right hand. Left hand's very soft. Then there's a crescendo, so now you're going to take a couple measures to get up to moderately loud. Not a lot of difference between moderately soft and moderately loud, so you're only going to come up a little bit. So you can actually stay moderately soft throughout that whole first measure, and then just gradually come up a little bit in the next measure, and then in the third measure you're up to moderately loud. So it's now you're moderately loud. Now you're loud. Type. As far as the speed goes, I don't know what cheeky means. It's cheeky. What does it feel right to you? That's my impression of cheeky. But get to know the music and get to feeling it, and then you can feel the dynamics and feel the articulation. Maybe you want to slur some things occasionally or put some staccatos in occasionally. Doesn't say anything. You can do what you want except for the second line and third measure where they've slurred these. So you need to connect those, but otherwise it's up to you what you want to do. I like to play this with you slowly to double check this notes and rhythm thing. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's play it together. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 'There's a duet part for this. They're showing here. I'd like to play that. You play what we just played, and I'll play the duet part, but I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So you go ahead and just play it right where it is, because the duet part's way up here. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3. 4. 2, 3 and 4 and